Another product that you might want to add to your fitness venture is this from the Core Prodigy company, and it's a twister bar, the Core Prodigy twister bar. Let's unbox it. This is what it comes in, and it comes in 3 different weights of resistance. And the first one is from 30 to 80 pounds. Then the second one from 40 to 115 pounds, and then from 120 to 116 pounds, or 110 to 160 pounds. And they're all 3 bars, these are all 3 separate bars, are going to run you about $40, give or take a buck. And here it is. And it's made of alloy steel. And as is customary for a lot of these products, it's going to be covered in this plastic bag with a silica packet inside to prevent moisture. Don't eat it. It's not salt. It's not seasoning. And here it is. You see it with a lot of dresses and shoes, sneakers. And here's the bar. And it has these straps on it that you can definitely use it to hang on the wall when you're done. It almost looks like a police baton, but it's not. It can definitely do some damage. It's well made. It has a good weight to it. And there you see the name of the product. And these coils resemble that of the reptile, the python, and that's why it has the name, the Twister Python, by the Core Prodigy company. And you'll see a lot of YouTubers using this to see how many people in the street can meet up to a certain strength level. There's this guy who goes to, I believe, Kenya or Nigeria, and he gives them this bar, and he gives the women one weight resistance, and he gives the men another to see if they can flex it. And if they can flex it, then I believe they get a prize or whatever he's walking around with. But this is the bar that they use. You can also use this if you want to practice your batting stance if you're righty or if you're lefty. It doesn't have that special California smell that can get you flagged for medical reasons. And it also comes with this. And this, it'll show you different forms of exercise that you can do with this bar. And as I mentioned before, the original is from 45 pounds or 18 kilograms. And the heavy, that's 45 pounds to 110 pounds. And then the heavyweight bar is from 80 pounds to 160 pounds. And the lightweight bar is 30 pounds to 80 pounds. So the original is 45 pounds to 110 pounds. And let's see. What else can we learn from this box that might be able to help you? Safety. If you have any increase in pain, dizziness, or trouble breathing, or begin to feel sick while exercising, stop. Do not hold against your skin or clothing as the springs can pinch. Yes. Or chest hairs. Keep away from the body and face when in use. You don't want it to spring back to you and nail you right in on the forehead. This product is not a toy and should not be used without adult supervision. That's another way of telling you to don't give it to your kids, because it immediately has a very tempting. It's just going to tempt you to use it as a baseball bat, or hey, look what I can do, and you can hurt somebody's eye or worse. Do not use this product in any manner that may cause it to snap towards the head and cause injuries to the face and eyes. Like that's what I just mentioned. And keep your hands in the wrist wraps during use. And this is probably to prevent that snapback from taking place, right? It's just a safety precaution, just as when you're using a firearm. You don't want to place the firearm so close to your face that during the recoil, it'll do some damage. Exercise tips that come along with this twister bar. It's normal, as with many exercise programs, that muscles will experience soreness, and You will feel that within the first few days. That's correct. It's like that means the muscles are breaking and they're being rebuilt. If it persists for a long period of time, just stop, get some help. Breathe evenly while performing this exercise. Right. Exhale during the more difficult phase of the repetition and do not hold your breath at any time. And a lot of this might seem as common knowledge, but the company does it for a reason, and they're also trying to prevent lawsuits from coming in their inbox, in their direction. Perform all exercises in a slow and controlled manner. At no time should you feel out of control. So if your arm starts shaking and just stop. And but maybe you just want to try it again a little later. Take control of the product rather than letting it control you. Do not allow the Python power twister to snap back. Always take a rest between sets. Okay, so if, you have spring break coming up, or you have a date and you want your muscles to be bulging out of your shirt, just know that it's a gradual process. Don't try to get in as many sets as possible just to hurt yourself by hurting your joints or, just making the machine hurt you without you wanting that to happen. So the way it would work, you might need a little room. So my hands are through the holes, the straps, and I'm going to bend it at the extremities. That's where my attempt will be. And I'll push downward, and I'm going to hold it here, and I am going to bring it back to center. So this is the toughest version that you have, which, as you saw, goes all the way up until 160 pounds of resistance. But the more you put your hand in, that's where you are going to find most of your resistance. And that's probably for more advanced users. But keep in mind that when using this, you are going to probably not use the straps the more you need to go inward on the bar, because the straps stop right about there and there doesn't appear to be any more give on these straps. So you can release your hand, and this of course breaks whatever instructions you were given, but just common sense will tell you if you need to go up a notch in your workout, just grab them at the end and put a little closer just to feel that burn. And right there you feel it, and I feel it right here going up my arm. And when I say going up my arm, this is supposed to work your chest, your biceps, your shoulders, so you can practice your resistance be above your head. You can practice it in front of you. This is similar to some of the products that they had in the 80s. They had a similar bar like this, and you're pulling from the floor up, which was supposed to be good for your abs. If you remember that product, you put your feet, they had foot holders, and then you pull the bar up, but they had these coils in the middle. I've seen some gyms with this, but I've seen some of them broken, more cheaply made. So this appears to be a well-made product. You could also use it as some sort of weapon as home self-defense. And here it is. The core Prodigy company came up with this product that seems to have been a hit for them. They also have other exercise products that is listed in the box, but you can go to their website, Core Prodigy, that is, fitness products. And some of their other exercises have to do with a core coaster, which is good for your abs, right there. And you see the cannon curl, which is good for your biceps, right over here. And fit grips, right? So you can use those as you're lifting weights. And then you have an active posture, must be good for your shoulders and arms, according to this picture. Then you see the talon grip, that finger and thumb strengthening trainer. Who knew that you can strengthen your fingers individually and thumb? And then you have the Prodigy Fit Balance Stretch and Strength Exercise Device. A lot of the exercises like this in the last few years revolve around your own resistance and just holding something in place for an extended period of time. Your weight, many times, just being able to sustain your weight is a great start and a great measure to see where you are in your level of fitness. So here it is. And you might want to do a few of those. And they said to do it on the exhale. So as you're exhaling, that's where most of your strength will come from. Especially when those who you are running, they know this, you know this. And when you're lifting weights, you also know this. So inhale, make sure your lungs are filled with oxygen. On the exhale. Also, when you're doing theater and you're about to deliver a speech or anytime you're talking, it's best, if you want to be intelligible, to speak on the exhale. And this is the Cobra Python Twister Bar. Hope you enjoy it. Try it. Let me know what you think.